Wilson to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Come back in. Come back in. I can hit you.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down, back to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense.
You don't see too many quarterbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone. Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side. And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Running right, here's Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 38, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Carr, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Adams the man in motion right. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
637.
Throwing now is Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Going right side is White. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From way up at the 23, and a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Jacobs once more. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 39 yards. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Eagles, nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. But first down, Hurts. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
694.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Ready? Go, Reed, go!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's complete. This is Brandon Bolden. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
79 Broncos.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. You think about the strong safety position, and they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run right here with Jacobs. There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
We've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Right back to Sanders on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a second down run with Sanders. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield over 48 yards. It's a gain of 6.
They'll drop to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. A good pickup there, a 22. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Again, that's Watkins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. He's back to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run here. Abdullah. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent.